It's time for a little comedy, a little content, and a lot of conversation. It's the Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube. Now here's your host, Geno Jones.
Hey, showtime. What's happening, everybody? The Geno Jones Show. Yes, I come to you live Monday through Friday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 in Chicago. 3:30 p.m. out on the West Coast. Subscribe, share, screen grab, like, and binge watch all my back episodes. Okay, let's create a viral moment here so you can screen grab. You can pull a video clip from this show as I put this down, and feel free to make it go viral. I'll put it up on whatever platform or platforms that you have. It is a Tuesday. Yes, 2 for Tuesday. I have a guest coming up shortly. It's got a wonderful event. As a matter of fact, an event for our future leaders. So I'm excited to have a conversation with my guest so we can talk about our future leaders. But in the meantime, let's talk about New Edition. New Edition, they are balling out. So like now, everybody is doing a Vegas residency. Like, I love it. Like some of our, like a lot actually, of our legendary R&B stars are doing these Las Vegas residency. Of course, Usher, he sold out like 100 shows. Babyface is doing some dates. Well, New Edition has Las Vegas on fire, so they just added 6 more shows at the Wynn. So it's the Encore Theater at the Wynn Resort. As a matter of fact, you see the big giant Wynn Hotel and Resort, and then they got the Encore Theater. As a matter of fact, I think Wynn is like 2 buildings. So New Edition broke a record out in Vegas at the Wynn Theater, I should say, the Wynn Casino Resorts. They sold out in 45 minutes. That's the fastest any show has ever sold out at the Wynn. Shout out to New Edition, Bobby, Ronnie, Mickey, right? Is it Bobby, Ronnie, Ricky, Mike, Johnny, and Ralph? Do your thing, brothers. I'm proud of you. I got to get out there to check it out if I can get some tickets. But New Edition, legendary, iconic. Come on, man. We grew up with New Edition from what? Mr. Telephone Man, Mr. Telephone Man, and Candy Girl. And then they got together with Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. And then you got, out of New Edition, you got Bobby Brown's incredible solo career. Ralph Tresvant had a nice little run. And then you had BBD, Do Me Baby. Oh, come on, Ricky Bell. Hit that note, boy. Sing that song. So New Edition, one of the greatest R&B acts, one of the greatest groups ever in the history of music. I still don't think they really get the full props and respect and acknowledgement. They do in the culture, but outside the culture, I think people are still sleeping on New Edition. That's who I would love to see perform at one Super Bowl halftime. Yo, Jay. Now, I know next year the Super Bowl is going to be in New Orleans, and everybody's talking about hopefully Lil Wayne is going to do the halftime show. But I don't know when, and I don't think the Super Bowl is going to Boston anytime soon because they play outside. In February, it's going to be cold as hell. But I don't care. But New Edition has to be, you got Jay, you got to get New Edition to do a halftime show. It's got to happen. Because in terms of like a stage show, stage presence, live performance, you're not going to beat New Edition, period. And they don't even need all the different stuff exploding and gyrating. Just them 6 brothers on stage, they do not play. So big shout out to New Edition. Congratulations. Speaking of doing some dates, shout out to Tank, big R&B, Mr. Ladies Man, sex symbol Tank is about to kick off his R&B Money tour with Carrie Hilson and Carl Thomas. So that's like the like early 2000s kind of vibe going on. They're going to kick it off in New Orleans on May 10th, 10 days before my birthday, just in case to let you know, so you can save your money to get my presents. It's going to be a 25-city tour. They're going to stop in L.A., Chicago, New York, Atlanta, Houston, just to mention a few. So you want to check out Tank. By the way, Tank has got a brand new single. As a matter of fact, it's on YouTube because I got a chance to check it out early. We got to get Tank on the show. He's got a brand new single. It's called Before We Get Started. Really nice. You know, it's typical Tank vibe, grown and sexy for the ladies. I remember his first real big hit was Maybe I Deserve, and then When We, Please Don't Go. So shout out to Brother Tank. Got a chance to MC some of his shows. He came here to Charleston. When I first got here in 2005, he came a couple times. Cool brother. Got a sense of humor. He'll talk some ish now, but I love it. Because look, I'm a trash talker. I'm the king of trash talking. So shout out to Tank and Carrie Hilson and Carl Thomas. Got that tour going on. All right. So let me do this first. Happy birthday if you are celebrating a birthday today, March 12th. Shout out to my Pisces, comedian and actress Lunel. Miss Lunel is 65 today. And Tony Terry, big R&B star from the 90s. Remember the song? She's fly, don't bump, 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 bump. She's fresh, she's fly, don't bump, 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 bump. She's fresh. Tony, and then he had a song called Lovey Dovey. Lovey Dovey feeling. Like Tony Terry was doing his thing in the 90s, early 2000s. Tony Terry is 60 today. So all my Pisces, happy birthday. Now, before I bring my guest on, I got to talk about this. So I saw this story. I heard about this story. Then I read about this story. And then I saw the video. So there's a young woman named Zeta Vaz. She's a huge model. I think I would call her a supermodel. She's a model for Guess, the Guess brand, like Guess jeans and everything. As a matter of fact, I saw a huge billboard of her, like right in the middle of Times Square in New York City. So that's supermodel status. Now she is from Hungary, the country that brought you the dictator, your boy Orange Hitler's buddy, who was just in Mar-a-Lago over the weekend. Their president, the president of Hungary, was hanging out with your boy. Viktor Orban. Yes, Viktor Orban. That's his name. So you got this Hungarian supermodel named Zeta Vaz. So apparently she loves R&B and hip hop. And she's mad because I saw the video. She's a big fan of hip hop. She spends money. She supports the hip hop artists. She buys their music and she spends her good money. She said, I spend my money to buy tickets to see my favorite artist, my black artist, hip hop artist. And she's mad because she says, why can't I use the N-word when I'm singing? Why, when I'm singing my favorite song by my favorite hip hop artist that I've spent my money to buy tickets, that I've supported by buying their tickets and buying their music, I should be able to say and use the N-word when I'm singing along to their song. Well, Zeta, I don't know how long you've been in America. I don't know what they teach you in Hungary, but I kind of know you got a racist. The president is straight up racist, Viktor Orban. So I can kind of see where you don't really get it. But here in America, or some folks in America, what you can't do is use the N-word. Now, listen. First Amendment, freedom of speech, but understand with speech comes consequences. So I'm just saying, be very careful. As a matter of fact, a Black Instagram helped the sister out. They said, hashtag, no, don't use the N-word. Danger, hashtag danger, hashtag African Americans. So the translation is, no, Zeta Vaz, you can't use the N-word. Just like I can't use the, let's see here, the G word, the S word, the H word. Now, those are words that are basically racial slurs if you are Hungarian. Now, I didn't say the word, but one is an S word, and one is a G word, and one is an H word that is actually used here. So no, if you are not from the culture, you can't use the language and the slang. You can't use the slur because she says, well, African Americans, they use it with each other as a term of endearment. And because I love hip hop music and I love these artists, I'm using it as a term of endearment. No, dear, you can't use it as a term of endearment because you are not from the culture. Just like I can't use a Hungarian slur because I'm not from the culture. Now I could do it, and somebody would they'd have a right to call me racist or bigoted if I did that. All right? Would you use a Jewish slur or an Italian slur or an Irish slur? No. Or would you use an Asian slur or a Mexican slur? Probably not. Here's the rule, Zeta. Let me help you out, sister. Think of it as family. There are things I can say to my family members that you can't say because you're not in the family. And it's going to hit different when you say it because it might come from a different place, a dark place, a hateful, bigoted, racist place to where I can use the N-word, which I really don't. It's really, I probably got maybe one, maybe two of like my closest friends all the way back to high school and even elementary school that playing around, we might on occasion use it with each other. So I don't even use it, to be honest with you. I never use it in front of white people, especially in public or in private. So I hope this helps you out, Zeta. No, I get it, but you feel entitled. I get it. Privilege. Your white Hungarian privilege feels because you spend your money and you support these artists. So basically, you think you can buy the privilege to use the N-word. No. No can do. I know Karita. No, you cannot. Without worrying about the consequences. Because once again, our words and actions have consequences. Maybe they didn't teach you that in Hungary, but in America, yes, you do have First Amendment rights, but with those First Amendment rights comes First Amendment consequences. Think about that. Okay. Let me bring my guest on. My guest is the owner of A King Enterprises, which includes A King Bail Bonding, AK1 Insurance, and A Class 1 Tax Service. She's having an event for young future leaders. So without any further delay, let me welcome Miss Ann King, rocking that fro. I like it. There you rocking that fro. That back in the day, a link from the Mod Squad, Angela Davis fro. You go ahead, sister. Do your thing.
Oh, hello, Geno, and thank you. I am very grateful for being on your show, and thank you for having me as a guest.
Well, I'm excited. So we have a mutual friend. He speaks very highly of you, and you're doing some great work in the community. So if you don't mind, you can just give us the Cliff Notes version. Share your story. It is Women's History Month. Very successful African-American woman business owner. So if you don't mind, share your story to how you got to where you are today, and then tell us about this event for the future leaders.
Okay, I grew up in North Charleston. I was born and raised in North Charleston, and I just always had the spirit of helping people, and that comes from my mom. And I've been an entrepreneur since 2008. Part of that comes because, well, I'll leave that quiet. But anyway, I've always had that spirit and always had that drive.
Now listen, let me just say this, Ann. Listen, on this show, it's unfiltered. So you don't have to mute yourself. And by the way, is Mom living? If she is, shout Mom out.
Yes. Hi, Mom.
What's your mom's name?
She'll be Sadie Mae King. She'll be 88 years old. She'll be 88 years old come March 22nd.
That is a name truly for the culture. Sadie Mae. Sounds like a song. Because I remember the Spinners did this. Sadie Mae.
Yes. Okay. Don't you know we love you, sweet Sadie. I love my mom. And she was always a very compassionate person and still is. And I'm driven by her, the drive that she's always had to help people. So when I became an entrepreneur after working in the industry for others, I saw that, a lot of people did not treat you the way that you wanted to be treated. And from there, I just started saying, you know what, one day I'm going to be a business owner. And when I become a business owner, I will not treat people the way I was treated in the work environment. And so that drive has always been there. And I taught myself to, well, the Bible says you write down your goal and you made it and you make it plain. And when I was in college, I wrote it down that I wanted to become a business owner. And within 8 years, I did that. And I kept, hey, if I got bored about something, hey, I'll start a new career. And that's how I've ended up with the veil industry, which I help a lot of people in the community with that. And then, I got hungry again.
If you don't mind, let me just jump in because I'm curious.
Yeah.
I don't know how many women, period, are in the bail bonding industry. A lot of times, of course, television and the media will always reinforce certain narratives and stereotypes. But usually when you think of a bail bondsman, you think of some like big buffed up guy. So
Yeah.
how did you get into the bail bonding business? And how many African American women have bail bonding companies?
Well, actually, in South Carolina, there are quite a few.
Oh, good. Okay.
I don't have the exact number. When I came in, I would consider I used to consider myself as the new kid on the block. It was back then mostly a male dominated business. But when I came in 2008, I saw, many other women were coming into the industry. And I've never had that mean mentality that people see on television. That's not my style. I'm like a mom to my clients and they love me for that. They call me Mama Ann. Even, I had to take a couple of people to jail, but I would feed them, let them smoke a cigarette. And they just call me Mama Ann. And my motto is when you walk through my door for any of my services, you become family.
I love it.
I'm your mom. If you need advice, I've extended myself so much to my clients because I realize that if I don't have any clients, I don't have any business.
It's true.
And, unfortunately, it's an industry that it's not the greatest, but when you're in this predicament, you want someone with compassion. You want someone who cares about you. You don't want someone who's stereotyping you because you're in the situation that you're in. And my business have grown for that very single thing. I have parents, I have children. I've mended families back together because I take my time, and I really care about the people that I service. And my mom always would tell me growing up, listen, manners will take you where money can't. And she said, always have compassion for people. If you don't have anything good to say about a person, don't say it at all. So, a lot of that upbringing is, it never left me. So, yeah. And that's what's bringing me and driving me to what I'm about to share with your listeners. Hi, dear listeners. So anyway, so through all the, the businesses that I have, I kept noticing that there were certain things that people did not know. There were certain things, that information that people needed, and they weren't getting it. So I would always listen. I would always learn my clients. And like I said, they have 24/7 access to me. And that is the honest truth. If they call my number, I always tell my people, if I don't answer, it's not that I don't want to answer you, but call me back. And when you call me back, I'm there. So that's why I have the title of Mama Ann as well. So out of the three, the taxes, the bail bond, and the insurance, there's a lot of information that was missing. And I kept saying to myself, how can I, bring this to my people? How can I instill something in them that can help them in their future? I've dealt with many people, young, old, different nationalities, in all walks of life. And so back in 2000, I would say 15, 16, I had this drive to help young people. In 2020, I began to write it down and make it plain and have my good father upstairs just direct me. And so in 2020, I came up with my name for my program. And it's called A Kings and Queens Enrichment Academy, because our men are our kings and our females are our queens. We all are queens, And I said, well, you know what, Ann, how are you going to do this? I wanted to start with the young ones.
Okay.
As a parent myself, we all, we were raised up saying it takes a village to raise a child. And I wanted to start there with those little souls. And I want you all to mark your calendars for March 16th, 2024, from 11 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. My program will be launched at Canaan Missionary Baptist Church, and it's located at 1561 Moss Tree Road in North Charleston, South Carolina. And we are thrilled, just thrilled to announce the enrichment program. It's designed specifically for our future leaders, ages 5 to 18. Our program covers life essential skills, which is financial literacy. Many people don't pay attention to the basic skills of financial literacy, but I want to empower those young people first and give them that knowledge. And not only will we be doing that, we have career development along with that, entrepreneurship, manners and communication, etiquette, and public speaking. And it all came together because it helps children develop to be a complete person. And that's important in our society today. And I just want to be that vessel to help parents, assist them, because many parents, they're busy. It's not to say they don't have the time for their children. Many parents are working 9 to 5. My daughter is older now, and I have the time to give to parents to help them. It's my passion, it's my drive, it's my love. And I want children, some of the things I didn't know growing up, but that's not a reason not to pass it on to others. I want to be able to help parents pull those children up. They're young boys. Teach them that they are kings. Teach them that they are a business. They can do it just like I did. I want to teach the young girls, the proper manners, the proper etiquette. Just, it helps children from not being a bully. Yes. When you have the correct way how to treat people. Like my mom said, if you don't have anything good to say about someone, don't say it at all. If you're going to say it, then you say something in private. But in public, it only takes 30 seconds for a person to have this picture of you, just like when you go on a job interview. So I want the children to have that added, oh my God, skills and, enrichment, to empower them. Our mission is to empower children so that when they grow up, as they are growing, I should say, they have that confidence in themselves, even if they're shy. You know, we have a lot of shy people out here, but if they have that added skill, that added nurturing, even when they're shy, they can still shine. I want to teach children to shine, you know, and be a friend to someone else who needs you. You know, just pull somebody up. You know, if someone is not having a bad day, I'm this way every day. I'm always smiling. Even if I have a bad day, you'll never know it.
Well, that's good
Because,
because life is too short. I think, and let me just say this, and I think it's just so generous that you're paying it forward, like you said. You may not have had the mentors when you were younger to kind of coach you up. You had to learn, but I'm sure you had some people in your life that was pivotal. We all have somebody that believed in us or gave us a shot to prove ourselves. So I want to ask you one thing before I want you to go back and remind everybody exactly which is it this Sunday?
Saturday, March
This
16th.
Saturday coming up. Since you're talking about young future leaders,
Mm-hmm.
what would Ann King tell the young future leader Ann King so many years ago when Ann King was one of these young future leaders that you're going to be mentoring and coaching up on Saturday?
What I would say to them is,
I want
I
to
never,
say to you, the younger,
what, the
yes.
young, okay, what I would say to the younger Anne is, you know, you did it. In spite of all the challenges that you had, you thrived and you did exactly what the plan was for you. Your plan was already designed, and you received and understood your gift. And I'm so glad that you fought the good fight and you paved the road for other people. So I want to say to you, Anne, keep doing what you're doing, keep loving people, keep sharing with people, and the blessings will flow.
Yes, it will. My mother
Yeah.
says when you allow you, she always tells me, she taught me and still tells me, she would say, Jeannie, when you allow God to use you as a vessel to be a blessing to others, your blessings will come down like raindrops from heaven. And
Yes.
that's so true. So,
Yes.
and you are doing that now. You are the vessel that is blessing a whole new generation of young kings and queens. This Saturday, give us a location, the time. Is there cost?
No, there's no cost
Okay.
at all. You know, registration will start at 11 o'clock. Again, the location is at Canaan Missionary Baptist Church. Hi, my fellow people, my members.
Shout
And
out,
the
who's
address,
your pastor? Give him or her a shout out.
well, we have Pastor Emeritus. We're in search of a pastor right
Okay.
now, but our Pastor Emeritus is the Reverend Dr. Alfred Williams. And we appreciate him for taking us this far. And but we are in search of a new pastor right now. And our address is 1561 Moss Tree Road, and that's in North Charleston, South Carolina, 29405. And if you want information on the workshops, you can send me a text at 843-864-8105. Again, 843-864-8105. And we will be providing a healthy lunch for the children. Again, it's no cost. They will receive very enrichment information for their soul, teaching them how to, navigate through this world that we're living in. But with the skills that we will be teaching them, they will shine and they will be ready. They will have confidence in themselves and they will be prepared. They will be prepared. And I'm reaching the 5 to 18-year olds right now, but I want the older from 19 on up because financial literacy is important. I have powerful information for them. I have a wealth of information, and anyone who wants to be an entrepreneur, I have my chief operational officer, Miss Cassandra Boswell. She's amazing. She's an amazing person, and I just wanted to send her a shout out as well. And again, parents, send your children. They will be enriched. They will be excited when they leave this workshop. I promise you, they're going to want to come back. I will be having a summer camp this coming June. There will also be 2 more dates as well. I'm having another workshop in April, and I believe the date is April the 20th, and then May the 25th. And again, there's no charge for these workshops. They're getting a nice tidbit, little drops here and there, but it's still going to be enough. And I hope that they will be, well, I know they're going to be excited. And I want to fill the room, ages 5 to 18. And again, I'm just excited, and I'm just want to just pour what I have learned to their children.
Well,
And
thank you.
yes.
Thank you, Ann. Congratulations. This Saturday, you don't want to miss it. It's Women's History Month, and Ann
Yes.
King, you are making history. So thank you for allowing yourself to be that vessel for the community, and allow your gifts and the gifts that you've been ordained with to pass through you to others for the next
Yes.
generation. So I salute you, my sister. Thank you. Congratulations.
And happy Women's Day for every beautiful African American women and women of all women. So thank you, Geno.
Thank you,
I
Ann.
appreciate you.
Thank you so much. Thanks for coming on the show. I love her
Thank
spirit.
you for
and her
having
energy.
me.
Yes, it is Women's History Month. Thank you for letting me be a part of your life. As always, God bless each and every one of you, and especially you. God, most of all, thank you for letting me do the Geno Jones Show. Shout out to everybody watching me live. Hey, baby girl, my baby sister is watching the show right now, and everybody watching me live. Subscribe, share, screen grab, create a viral moment. You can just pull a video clip, make it go viral on any platform, create a YouTube short, or put it up on TikTok or Threads or Twitter, or they call it X really, Instagram, Facebook, it doesn't matter. Subscribe, share, screen grab, like, and binge watch all my back episodes. Tell everybody to subscribe to the Geno Jones Show. Watch me live, 6:30 Eastern. Like I said, in Chicago it's 5:30. Out in LA it's 3:30. And if you can't watch it live, we got you. All my episodes. The Geno Jones Show is always online and available 24/7, 365. Actually, this year was like 366 and a half, because it's a leap year. So we had 29 days in February. So the Geno Jones Show is always here and ready for you. So tomorrow, the next live edition of the Geno Jones Show is going to be at 6:30. By the way, the Geno Jones Show is brought to you by CM Transportation. If you have a business and you've had issues with the trucking service that you've been using, or the truckers, CM Transportation. As a matter of fact, speaking of Women's History Month, Carissa Carter, who's the CEO of CM Transportation, was my guest. I believe it was a week ago, either today or Wednesday. So go back and binge watch that episode. She's got an incredible story, and it's a beautiful spirit also. So if your business needs reliable, dependable transportation service, CM Transportation, your business, they will solve whatever problem that you have, or make sure that you don't have a problem. So reach out to her. You can just Google CM Transportation, or go back and watch my episode with Carissa Carter a week ago, last Tuesday or Wednesday's episode. Shout out to Markel Bailey, the official barber and hairstylist for the Geno Jones Show, the CEO of Designer Cuts here in the Charleston, South Carolina Metro. He is a hair artiste, not just a barber, not just a master barber, but he's a hair artist. And he has a barbering palace. You can check him out online, KELBE Cuttinup. Kelby Cutting Up. Allie Jones, the official wardrobe consultant and stylist for the Geno Jones Show. Check her and her collection. Her LX.NCL underscore right there on IG, on Instagram. LX.NCL on, and then underscores, that little dash at the end of that last L. You can check her out on IG right now. So we'll see you live. If you're watching me live, thank you for watching me live. And if you're watching me, thank you for watching whenever you watch. But check me out live if you can. Take a break. Put your little earbuds in, your little headphones in. You can watch it on your phone, on your tablet, on your PC at work. You know, just your boss ain't got to know. Just put them headphones on. Don't turn it up too loud, because he or she may not be able to handle the truth. Because, you know, the monologue, we come with the heat. And once again, I want to thank my guest today, Ann King. She is the owner of A King Enterprises and having this incredible event for young kings and queens happening this weekend. Go back. If you missed it, go back and binge watch this episode, and she'll give you all the information. I love all you all. I really do. So until Wednesday, 6:30 p.m., that's going to be the next live show right here. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you live Wednesday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern.
Subscribe and tune in to the next episode of The Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube.